Ryan Fecto with U.S. Builders Review. I'm reporting live in Washington, D.C. from the Greenbuild Conference and Expo. I'm joined by Scott Hollingsworth with Hollingsworth Pack, one of our 2015 Editor's Choice companies. Excited to have you with us this morning, Scott. We just want you to first and foremost tell us a little bit about yourself and, of course, the company as well, and the work that you're doing, not just in the United States, but in fact globally, doing work as it relates to sustainability and projects across the globe. So I'll let you take the floor.
Thank you very much. Hollingsworth Pack is a Williamsburg, Virginia-based company, but more than that, for a small firm, we have an incredibly large global reach. Our furthest representative is in Sydney from Williamsburg. We have representatives on the West Coast, East Coast, Texas, Florida, and we work in a network of individuals in the professions in the construction industry to provide services for primarily international clients that need local input but in a global scale. Sustainability for us means primarily meeting the client's needs, and it varies greatly. Some of our clients' sustainability in a low-tech environment like the middle of Africa means keeping it very, very simple. Whereas in other cases like in Copenhagen, Denmark, where we have an office, we work a lot with very high-tech solutions and solutions that involve passive house standards or very sophisticated electronic systems to control housing interiors, interior attributes. That diversity that we find exciting, and that coming here to DC for Greenbuild only adds to our interest, because you find here at Greenbuild all sorts of different approaches to try to meet sustainability interests.
And that's right, we are in Washington, D.C. We're in the backyard of lawmakers who are making decisions sometimes about, maybe not as frequently as we'd like, but certainly making decisions about sustainability and the codes that we follow and the standards that we follow as a country. And DC has the most LEED certified projects per capita in the United States, so they certainly have been leading the way, no pun intended. How significant do you think it is to have this event, this large-scale event with professionals in the industry here in Washington, D.C.?
I think it's the perfect venue. I think that there's so much going on at the end of the day, it's like this. The lawmakers need to provide the framework for everybody's development. It needs to encourage and promote people to move forward to new technologies and new solutions, but it also needs to establish the baseline, the bottom, that says the minimum requirements that everybody has to meet is a certain level. And with both of those techniques, it's very important that the lawmakers understand what Greenbuild is all about, and having it here in their back door certainly gives them the opportunity to get more exposure to it.
Absolutely. We've actually had some congressmen speaking here on the Greenbuild floor at various workshops and whatnot, so certainly there's been a great deal of engagement from a governmental perspective here at Greenbuild. We wanted to at least have one lighthearted question, however, as it relates to green building, and we are in the nation's capital, as mentioned before. We've had many presidents over the lifetime of our country. So if you could choose one former president, alive or since passed, to build a LEED certified home or to do some project work for, would you have a president in mind who might be a good choice to do some work for?
George Bush Sr.
Interesting choice. And any reasons why?
Because of his record as a president, but more importantly because he started out his whole career and his whole life in oil. And I think everybody agrees that as we move forward with green building and green building techniques, it's important to leave oil behind us. And I think that would be the greatest challenge, a person whose bias and his sensibility as an individual combined with his background. How would you satisfy him? That would be my question.
He's got a great property on the coast of Maine, so perhaps we can do some work there to make his property in Kennebunkport.
Oh, the wind blows in Maine, that's for sure.
You definitely get a windmill set up there, that is certain. Well, Scott, again, thanks for taking the time out of your busy morning. Thanks for joining us. We've certainly enjoyed working with you as one of our 2015 Editor's Choice company, Hollingsworth Pack. A great firm, an even better leader, and we're excited to have you join us this morning.
Thank you very much, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you, Scott.